When an office receives a non-sufficient fund check from the bank, they can pass those charges on to the patient. To do that, we want to set up a NSF procedure code and also a diagnosis. So master files, procedure codes to charge codes. Up at the top, type in your procedure code, something like NSF, and hit the tab key. Mine's already in the system, so it'll automatically pull the information I have in there. For you, you can go ahead and type in display description of return check, and then be sure down at the bottom you don't bill it electronically and you don't bill the insurance, but yes, you do want to bill the patient. Click Save, close out, and then set up your diagnosis code the same way. NSF, hit the tab key, and there's the return check, or if you don't have it, type it in and click Save. After you have your procedure code set up in your diagnosis, the next thing to do is to set up a standard charge for your non-sufficient fund checks. To do so, go under the master files and pull up your fee schedule. Click the ellipsis button, find the charge for the correct doctor, and double-click. And then down below, you can either scroll through and try to find your NSF, or simply type in the charge code here, NSF, and hit the tab key. It'll pull up, and you can type in your $25 or $35 or however much you want to charge for a non-sufficient fund check. Be sure to click Save and then close out. If you have more than one standard charge fee schedule in here, click Clear, click the ellipsis button again, and choose the other doctors and type in their amounts as well. Voiding non-sufficient fund checks. So we pull up the patient Homer Simpson here, and let's say that we found out that the check was non-sufficient funds. So what you'll do is you'll find it for the date of service that he paid it for. In this case, we'll say it's December 2nd. Click on the plus sign to expand it to find his payment, PP for patient payment. And the $15 that he paid was non-sufficient. So we can select it and then click Void. Void it out so we don't actually apply something that he hasn't paid on. And then you'll see that there's nothing there, and when we click the plus sign to expand it, you do have your voided. Double click on it for the non-sufficient funds check, void, and then type in a note for why it was voided. And then click Save. Next, we want to go to the Transaction Entry tab to actually post a charge for non-sufficient funds. Click on the Charge button. Click on the Visit Number button to generate a new visit. And then once it pulls up, it pulls in today's date of service, and then type in for the procedure code NSF, hit the tab key. There's the $25, and also do the same for the diagnosis code NSF. Click the Add button below, and then click OK to process that charge for non-sufficient funds. You can go back to the History tab, and then see you have that line item here. And then finally, you have two choices. You can either wait until you generate your statements every 30 days, or if you want, you can include the demand statement right now and include the $25. Now remember, because we barely posted this, we haven't approved the charges yet because there's no X here under the approved column. So what you want to do is click on the Claim Center button, and this is if you want to demand a statement right now. To pull up this charge, you'll select the correct batch, and you'll see there's Homer Simpson here, an NSF non-sufficient fund. We look at it, approve it. Yes, we want to approve it. Close out, and now we can go ahead and demand the statement from billing to patient billing to statements. Now keep in mind that even though this is Homer Simpson, whoever the responsible party is the one we're going to be billing. So for example, when I type in Simpson, you'll see that Homer isn't listed here because he's not a responsible party. But I know that Marge is responsible for the payments on Homer Simpson's account. So we can double click on Marge, and then we click Process. And then when it's done, you can click there to view the summary or actually print the statement. And then as you can see right here, we have the $25 non-sufficient funds included in this statement because we approved the charge. If we didn't approve the charge and we generated the statement, it wouldn't show here. And then when you're ready, click on the Print button, this little tiny button in the lower left-hand corner.